welcome to episode 58. I think it's 58 of Checkpoint Chat. We're very organized here, Glenn.
I can tell. It's a slick operation.
We've got special guest Glenn joining again because Matty doesn't like this podcast and just continually leaves us.
I like that you called me a special guest. Thank you.
You are special.
I am special.
Yeah.
The right kind.
Last time we delved into your origins from Belgium. We don't need to do that again. I don't think.
We did. Did we deep dive into Sure, I was very open.
Yeah, you were very, very open. We even named the episode, I think, Belgian waffle or something like that.
Although Belgian chocolate, I feel like that could not work. I think Belgian chocolate's all the rage.
Is it all the rage now?
I'm gonna make it the rage.
Oh, okay. I mean, I know Belgian chocolate's a thing. Like, you go to Belgium, you eat waffles and chocolate, so...
I don't actually eat chocolate much, so...
I don't eat chocolate much either, but Woolworths has this, sale where you can buy, 3 Lints for, 30% off. Fuck yeah. I'll buy 3 Lints.
I don't do Lindt, actually.
Don't you?
Honestly, the only chocolate I do is Bar 1.
Okay, I'm down with that.
That's it. Okay, wait, hold on. Also, what's the other one? Aero.
Okay, I'm not a fan of Aero.
I like Aero, and then that's literally it.
Not 5-star? You're not like Matty's?
Matty put me off it.
Oh, is it?
No. I remember every day I was just like, so I was like, you know what, Matty, just because of that, I'm actually not going to try.
Wow. So it's
I just support him on
branding.
Oh yeah, it's too much. Although I feel like it's the way people look at me on Twitter now with my Oprah gifts. Oprah is my brand.
Oh yeah, Oprah is.
I don't know if people know, but Oprah gifts are incredible. There's so many for every any occasion. So I kind of overloaded everyone.
I feel like you need to be paying her royalties at this point.
I feel like she should be paying me.
Oh, are you actually advertising for her?
I think so. I'm gonna tweet her actually and be like, "Hey Oprah,
okay,
I am your best fan, not your biggest, your best.
Your
fan.
best. Oh, okay.
And then hopefully she'll see it, put me on her show.
Yeah, you'll get to jump on a couch.
Yeah.
Does she still have a show?
She's got a whole network actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Literally an entire channel network.
Because I swear I saw her doing some interviews again with other people, but not on the Oprah show. It was a completely separate thing. I don't know. Maybe it was a once-off thing.
I actually realized I don't know what she's doing, so I'm using all her gifts.
Worst fan.
Well, I didn't say I'm her biggest fan.
Fair. But she was here in South Africa for that the Global One Citizen concert. Yeah.
Everyone was. Did you hear what happened there?
Oh yeah, I was there.
Oh yeah, right.
I was there. There was lots of robberies after the concert. I saw people we were on those park and ride buses. So we got on the bus, and then you're on the bus and you're in traffic, but you're not really so you're just chilling on the bus. And we drove past that petrol station that's near Soccer City, and we just saw the sea of people run to one point and then run to another point, they were running away from somewhere else, and we were just on the bus just watching this shit go down.
I just saw everything on Twitter the next day, and I was just like, I'm glad I did not go to that event.
Yeah, it was a mess, absolute fucking mess afterwards, which was really sad considering the event was actually pretty rad. Yeah.
No, it was incredible, but also the kind of lineup they had was come on, Beyonce.
Yeah, it was. Do you know? I had planned to leave when Beyonce came on because I don't listen to Beyonce or Jay-Z, so my girlfriend and I were both yeah, we'll stay around for one song and see if it's worth it, and then maybe we'll leave. And they played one song and we're oh, we are not leaving. This is fucking crazy.
I can't believe you actually publicly have announced that you thought you were going to leave one song into a Beyonce set.
It was mad. It was one of the craziest performances I've ever seen. It was just so good.
Have you watched the documentary Homecoming?
I haven't seen it yet. It's on Netflix, yeah.
It is.
It's good.
Incredible. I mean, look, it's it's on her perspective, so it's just all the good stuff. But just the way she thinks, and obviously being someone that's in the events industry and stuff, it's just wow.
No, they put on it was an art performance. It was incredible. And then she did a song with Ed Sheeran. It was a good time. Yeah. That ginger kid, he can play the guitar.
I don't like him. He's
I'm
a good person.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of his music either, but his performances are really good.
He's like Taylor Swift. Okay.
Yeah, I'm also not a fan of his.
But her I actually genuinely despise. She is an awful human being. But I mean, let's not get me started on that.
She's friends with Katy Perry again now, Glenn. It's
the fact
all
that you
the
know
new
that,
rage.
Wow.
I know my girlfriend loves girlfriend loves Taylor Swift.
Don't even. Wow.
Yeah. You haven't met her, have you? It's fine. We can keep it that way. It's okay.
I haven't met her. No, I'm
sad. You have, yeah.
Was it? Who's bride? Maddie's bride.
Yeah. We were there. Yeah. There were people at Matty's bride that were at his wedding that I did not recognize, and I felt really shitty. Like, you know when you go to you say hi to someone, you're like, it's nice to meet you. They're like, we've met.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I do that all the time. I've accepted it though. It is what it is.
But I feel very offended when people do it to me.
Oh no, I don't.
Like I've had it. Like there was a guy when I had a stint at Cliff Central that would always introduce himself, and I was there like every week. I'm like, my dude, I've been here. What are you doing?
No, but even like gaming events, there'll be people. I'll be like, nope. But they're like, oh, Glenn, good to see you. And I'm like,
Yeah,
you too, fellow human being.
I feel bad when it comes to that. Like people know my name, and I'm like, I can't remember if I've met you or not.
But also it's like weird thing where there's people you know from Twitter.
Yeah.
But then you know each other on Twitter, but you don't know each other, and you know their
In
Twitter
real life,
handle, but you don't know like their actual name.
I don't mind when people
That's
introduce.
confusing.
They're like, "Oh, I'm so and so on Twitter." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool, whatever." Don't come up to me like, be like, "We've met before." Like, I don't know what the fuck you look like. Have you seen how small Twitter profile pictures are? They're tiny. I'm not looking at that shit. Come on.
Also, most Twitter profiles are basically like anime.
Well, I mean, you deal with that community, not me. So.
I mean, I have nothing against anime. Well, firstly, I
Yes,
love
you do.
anime. Okay, just like speaking for Jeff and you specifically.
You don't like Dragon Ball Z. You don't like anime.
Okay, firstly, Dragon Ball Z is an intro anime. It's great when you're like 5.
Wow.
And then when you have
Offensive.
like more than 2 brain cells,
Wow.
you decide, I don't want to
Wow.
watch someone do a Kamehameha for 3 episodes long.
Wow. Wow. You just defended me. Please leave. Actually.
But I did love the DBZ, okay, got me started. But anyways, when I see anime avatars on Twitter, I'm always like, here we go. This is going to be a fun day. My mentions are going to be full of civil discussion.
Civil, yeah, very civil, very nuanced, very see my side of the story.
Do you know who I miss? What was that guy's name?
On Twitter.
Yeah, the guy that used to have, they used to have Paul Walker as his picture.
Oh, Fandangler, that dude.
I have not seen him in a
Yeah,
while.
I wish I knew who it was. I feel like it was someone we actually all knew that was just trolling us.
Oh,
to
that
be
is
honest,
a
yeah.
theory. That is like the running
Yeah,
theory that it is someone like in the scene. But no, I miss him because like firstly he'd read all my articles, which I'm like, thank you for the support.
Always be yours and Tracy and Noel's.
Oh yeah, always, and it has to comment. And the thing is, he'll tag me in it, but then after stop tagging me and carry on like for the whole day, and I'm just like, what are you? And then I'd be tweeting about something, he's like, and he'd like turn like a random tweet, like I'd tweet something like, Innocuous like, oh man, I watched Shaft this weekend, what a great film. And he'd be like, oh, and I bet you he thought, and he like turns it into like this really racial thing.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Of course, he thought Shaft was great. It had a black cast.
yeah,
Oh.
I'm like, I just thought the movie was good. No,
Is
I
that
miss
Shaft
him.
movie actually good? Okay, I've never watched the original Shaft, so I have no like. Real...
I have not watched the original either.
Okay,
So,
so
didn't even know it was a reboot.
I know
until afterwards.
Curvin hated the soundtrack or something like that, or
For
the
Shaft?
main theme. Yeah, he was like, "This is fucking garbage."
The thing, yeah, no. The actual like the song created for the show,
Yeah.
for the film was terrible.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's just really cringe. I thought it was a joke at one point.
Oh, is-
I thought it was like they were being like a parody until I realized it kept going, and then like someone was trying to like do real bars, and I was like,
Oh no.
why is this person rapping so seriously? And I was
Oh,
like, this
no.
is embarrassing. So yeah, no. So that was actually terrible.
the movie's good.
But the film was pretty. Yeah, it was good. Like it's like fun action,
Okay.
like slasher.
Oh, okay, yeah. Slash is like good garbage. It's great.
It's so great.
Yeah, it's great
But it gets
garbage.
better every season.
It does.
Like I hated the
100%.
first season.
Yeah.
Like I enjoyed it, but I hated it because the characters were so
Yeah.
stupid.
No, they were fucking dumb.
And they were
Yeah.
written terribly. Second season
There's a lot
got
better.
better,
yeah.
got a little deeper. Third season, I'm like episode 4 into it, I think.
Third season's
Pretty
good.
cool. Yeah, but you hyped me up as well, Ross. So I started watching.
But how much more violent is the third season?
Yeah.
It's mad, yeah.
Like I'm not gonna be spoilers, but like the scene with the teacher.
Yeah. It's fucking wild.
Like I was
dude.
like, wow.
There's certain parts in that I was just like, oh god, I can't watch this.
But
Like,
what blows my mind is I want to know like how people sat there and went, how to make it, firstly, how does this look realistic?
Yeah.
And how does it work? Then you have to like do research
yeah, you have
into
to.
really gruesome shit.
Especially again with the teacher thing, it's like, you really went into the anatomy of the human
like,
body
you
there.
know
Like,
what I mean? But that's the whole thing with Mortal Kombat. When we like that article came out about like,
yeah.
the devs actually having nightmares for Mortal Kombat.
I can imagine, yeah, because like, I mean, all of the like fatalities and stuff are very, I mean, they outlandish, but the anatomy's all correct, and it's like,
I mean, although when it makes me laugh, you get the fatal blows. So like you've literally just like driven 2 spears through someone's eyes, like ripped, like broken their spine in 3 different places, and then they just get back up and like carry on fighting.
or like with Aaron Black, you've shot them through the eyes, and they're just like, nah, it's cool.
Like, oh, okay,
you know?
cool, it's chill. Like, let's get up. I'm just a little bit bloody, but
Mortal Kombat knows how stupid it is, like how ridiculous. But that's a good like a good segue because you've been playing a lot of Mortal Kombat.
Oh my word, I love that game. I love the game and I love the community.
You're like the last person I would have thought that when we got into it, you would stick with it for as long as you have.
Yeah, so I think I didn't really play much fighting games. Obviously, like growing up, played them all the time. But I just kind of got over it, moved on. But then, what happened? Oh, I had Injustice 2.
Oh, okay.
But like, I literally played it for the first time, like months after it came out. Like months later. So I was like way behind the curve and everything. Played it and I was like, this is actually kind of fun. And it was cool because then like friends would come over and like we could play the game. Like it's like fighting games are just easy to just jump in and play.
Yeah.
So because of that, I was like really enjoyed it. And I was like, you know what? Like maybe I'll get Mortal Kombat 11. And I laughed about it because like everyone was getting angry with the whole like the grind.
Oh, yeah.
Like everyone's like, oh my gosh, there's loot boxes and blah blah blah, and I was like, whatever, and I laughed at everybody. I was like, you idiots. And then I went and bought the game, as one does. You know, you laugh at everybody and then you do the thing that you laughed at.
Of course, yeah.
So anyway, so I got it and like love it. Like it's just I just enjoy the fighting game. Like I play it online all the time now. But the best part for me is the community.
Okay.
So obviously, like with games, you can like rematch with people online over and over and over again. One dude, I think we played like 15 matches together.
Oh, you just kept rematching?
Like we just kept, and it's like there's like almost like this unspoken rule, like you do like a best of 3 with the same characters, and then you switch to the next like.
Okay.
Switch.
That's
so,
pretty cool.
And then these guys would message me after, like, oh hey, like I had a good game, like yeah, you got some good wins, like I was like. I haven't even responded to any of them because I don't know how to respond to nice people on the internet anymore.
Yeah.
Like I get uncomfortable now.
Yeah, I'm just like I don't know how to take this compliment.
Like I almost want to just reply like fuck you. What else do I say?
Esports has made you jaded. Holy shit.
Oh, esports. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna become a pro player for Mortal Kombat.
But that's pretty cool. Like I haven't played online nearly as much as you, but I did find as well the whole rematch thing is cool because I got matched up with a guy that was way better than me. So he must have enjoyed just beating me, but eventually I was like getting a little bit better every match to the point where I won and then I quit.
Oh yeah, that is the worst. No one likes a person that does it when they sneak a win and then leave, like Nico Rosberg, okay? Like, I hate that. Do you know I'm still touched about the whole situation?
Oh, you won the championship. He's like, nah, I'm out.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's all I wanted to do. Like, shut the F up. Firstly, fake, like, fluked it completely.
Yeah,
right?
you did.
It was like, actually, I'm still so angry about it. Like,
I can
so
see.
mad. Anyways, whatever. So fuck you. Don't do that. Don't sneak a win and then leave. Like, well, sneaking a championship is like the ultimate bitch move.
Listen, I'm terrible at fighting games, so I just like I got pummeled like I think it was about 8 or 9 matches in a row. And he then kept switching up characters because I guess he was like, well, this is good practice for me.
Yep.
And I was just sticking to the same one because I'm like, I don't know how to play anyone else.
Who was it?
It was Scorpion, obviously. Yeah. Listen, I knew his combos. Well, I thought I did. And then I got 1 win. I was like, I'm done. I'm out. And then I haven't played online since then. So.
I saw this video on Reddit, the Mortal Kombat subreddit. Basically, it's like this dude was raging so hard, but it's like levels of rage I haven't seen in a long time. I feel like people have learned to like rage, like not to rage as much because like everything ends up on the internet.
Obviously.
So there's this dude so there's a streamer playing against obviously some stranger online, and this dude is so pissed off. He's just like, oh look at you can't do fucking combos, you fucking suck.
Over like the mic?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
So the streamer does a combo. He's like, what a bitch. Yeah, you're just doing stupid moves. It's not even real combos. And I'm like, the streamer's just like, bro, like, I'm just doing the moves that I know. Like, these are the combos.
I'm just trying to play.
Like, I'm playing like, what else do you want me to do? He's like, you're such a little bitch. And then the streamer's playing Sub-Zero. So he throws an ice ball. And the guy's like, oh, you just throw projectiles, that's all you do. The guy's playing Liu Kang, so he starts throwing fireballs. Still bitching about the streamer using projectiles at once. And then like, and then the streamer wins.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, you're so fucking stupid, you sound so tilted, you fucking suck. Like,
wow, you sound so tilted and he's going on a rant like that. Holy shit.
The guy won the next round, so won the match.
Yeah.
That dude quit literally. He's like, you fucking suck, I didn't want to play you because you're bad at this game, quits. And I was just like, that's what I'm used to.
That's the thing you get to, especially in fighting games, because if you don't know how to defend against things, like, people can just spam the same shit over and over, and you just get frustrated. Like,
oh no, but that was me when I first started playing. Like, remember we were all played. Like, it was like you, Jeff, Curve, and I.
And you're like, I hate Scorpion, I hate Jade, I hate everything.
I mean, I hated everyone because they were all beating my ass.
Yep.
Until I've learned to block.
Yeah.
Who knew? You actually have to press one of the buttons in the game.
But that tutorial system in the game is really good at teaching you shit. Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to redo parts of it because you forget.
Yeah, 100%.
I kept forgetting I had to like get up and roll, like do a roll,
Yeah.
get up. I was like,
even just the basics, like, because I feel like it goes from the basics into advanced like really quickly. Where it's like, hey, this is how long an attack takes, like frame time. This means it's safe. I'm like, oh no, this is too much,
you're
man.
so right. It just jumps. I was like, press square to punch. I'm like, yeah, all right,
cool.
This is cool. So now with the frame rate of 27, so what you want to do is press square with the backwards, and I'm like,
this is a safe one, so you can do this.
And then at one point I got out of the tutorial to go like, did I miss an episode?
Yeah,
Where
the whole tier.
Where did it go from pressing square to frame rate? Like I
still got stuck on some of them because some of them expected to do some combo strings. I'm like, this is impossible. Like, what the fuck?
And the worst part is the D-pad is really shit.
Oh, it's terrible. On PS4,
Yeah, it's actually, and like Nick is gonna get upset because we're shitting on the PS4.
No, it's a fucking garbage D-pad.
It's like, and I hate it. I don't know what. And I want to get like a new, like an actual fighting game. But then I'm like, do I really want to go that far?
No,
like,
you will
hardcore?
go that far. Yeah.
I don't know, because I feel like my biggest issue when I'm playing multiple games, I forget the buttons of like different things. So I was playing Last of Us, and I was playing that, and then Call of Duty at the same time.
Very different.
I'm like, oh, cool. I just want to creep past you. I threw a grenade. I'm like, shit. And I'm gonna like restart the whole checkpoint.
Yeah, you threw a grenade at like a clicker or something,
Literally.
and this thing's just
And I'm
on you
like,
now.
Oh, one part I was like trying to squeeze past, and again I shot it. I'm like,
Yeah, no, I know that feeling. It's like the reason why every now and then I get these like urges to go back to Red Dead Redemption 2, and I'm just like, I don't remember that fucking control scheme. And that control scheme was dumb to begin with. Like,
did people even still play that game? Like,
no, again, like I get these urges to go back to it, but I think about like, I'd probably have to restart it because I don't remember. And then I remember the intro to that game, how slow it was. And I was like, nah, I'm good.
Honestly, I never played the game, and I was gonna buy it, but I was gonna wait for everyone to like see if it was good. Obviously, decided no. But I watched the stream because I was like, oh, let me just check out our gameplay, and it was a drunk intro.
Oh, it's so slow.
And I literally sat there, I was like, I don't understand. And I think I walked away somewhere. I came back.
But that's not even the intro. That's like 5 hours into the game.
What?
Yeah, the intro, you're like in the snow for about 3 hours, just like doing very small missions.
That's
that are
not
like
even
tutorial.
the intro. Okay, definitely never gonna get that game. Ever
That's
again.
like about 5 hours into the game. Yeah.
I'm waiting for someone to actually just mod away all of it.
It's like, I get why people like it and they're like, oh, I love the story or whatever, but actually playing that game is really frustrating and I don't like it.
But I want to try the online as well. Like the online seems kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like I mean, like because I used to play. Like I love GTA 5. Like love the
GTA
game.
Online is fun, yeah.
But the thing is, I got it on PC. Then I sold my PC. Had an Xbox 360. Got it like on there again.
You don't want to restart
And
it?
I'm like, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy it for the fourth, like the third time. But also GTA 5 apparently is supposed to come out in 2022.
You mean 6?
GTA 6. That's
Yeah.
what.
That rumor looked like a lot of bullshit, but yeah, we'll see.
Listen here, I'm holding on to the belief that 2022.
I'm pretty sure I'm almost certain they are working on a new GTA, like.
No, of course.
Yeah, so.
But although I may just get GTA 5 again. Because I'll be honest, this is going to be like I'm admitting something that everyone's going to hate me for. I haven't played the story mode yet.
I haven't finished it either.
I literally just jumped into online because it was so much fun and I just never left. So I actually haven't played the story. So I kind of want to get it because apparently the story is incredible.
Yeah, I've heard, I played about a third of it and then I just fell off of it because I think Rockstar games, I just don't dig the format. Like, their open world stuff I find not that great.
What?
It's fine. It's fine. I think a lot of other games do open worlds a lot better than Rockstar.
Well, okay. It's not like, okay, fair.
Especially with GTA 5
I just felt touched as like a fan and I'm like, you're actually right.
But also GTA 5 is like 8 years old, so it's a bit difficult.
Still blows my mind that it's that old.
It's crazy because it came out of like previous gen consoles, which blows my mind. Yeah, that it's still like part of the conversation today. But I love the online mode. Like the online mode was super fun, and the heists were really cool.
Oh, see, I left just before the heist came in. Well, I think I played maybe one of them.
Yeah.
But that's like, I played one. I remember now because it pissed me off because the one person wasn't paying attention to anything.
Yeah.
Which fucks up everything.
That was like my favorite part of the story mode, and I wish there were more because like actually doing the heist and hopping between the characters was super fun. Like really cool.
No, I think I'm actually going to get it. You've actually convinced me. Because I need like just fun games to play because I can't play this on it too. anymore.
Oh yeah, you just can't get into good
I've
games.
actually
I know.
just given up trying to even play the game. It's so boring.
Good. It's so good.
Boring.
Good.
Like,
Man, if you find that boring, Red Dead Redemption will drive you to like insanity.
the thing is, you know, okay, I'll be honest. I know that has like an uncontroversial opinion. Dishonored was a great game, the first one. Like, loved it, really enjoyed it. I just don't know what I expected from 2. But it just is the same game. But I think also I played Dishonored on PC.
Okay, I see your
And I
problem
think
now.
that probably is what jarred me, is because
Yeah.
on PC it was just way different. And just like, well, it's better. Like,
And also,
it's
like,
first
the
person.
performance on console is, like, bad. Like,
So I
it's
think
just
that's
not
what
good.
it is. I think it's just that's why I can't keep playing. I'm just like,
I get what you mean, yeah.
it's kind of like,
I actually did the same. I played the first one on PC and playing on console, like, at first, I was like, this feels odd. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel right.
but I want to know the story mode. I want to like play for the story.
Good. And there's some good levels in that game, man. It's really
Look,
good.
I'm gonna keep grinding it. I think I'll play like once, like every month. I'll just like give it an hour.
And it's not a long game, so...
It feels super long.
well, if you're not enjoying it, then sure, yeah, I guess.
It has been so long for me. I think I've had that game for
Forever, yeah. You've had it for a while.
4 months.
But so you were playing, I love talking to you because you're playing all these old games that, like... you and Matty are like the perfect... It's great. You've been playing Arkham Knight, or did you finish it?
Oh, I haven't finished that. I'm
You
like
haven't?
80%.
How do you play so many games, like...
I don't know.
I can't do that. Like, I can't...
But the thing is, I play a game for like a bit, and then I kind of like will move on to something
man, I
else.
can't do that,
But
no.
I think I need one single player game and one online. So Mortal Kombat's like
Okay.
my online game,
Okay.
and like Apex, I've gotten back into Apex as well.
Yeah, I've seen people
bit.
getting back into it. The new season seems fine.
Apparently new season is incredible.
Haven't you played the new season?
No, I haven't touched it. There's like a new monster. It's like it's like basically a new game.
Okay,
so
I need to give it a go.
I need to jump back into that. But no, Arkham Knight, yeah. So yes, I like end up buying games that are like years old, but like the great ones. So Arkham Knight obviously like was quite hard to get into at first, but the reason is I played Spider-Man before that. Obviously.
yeah.
And Arkham Knight obviously inspired all those games. So it felt sluggish because obviously Spider-Man's like super polished and whatever.
Yes, 100%, yeah.
But like after a while, and like obviously also like just kind of remembering, okay, it's an old game, you know, it is incredible. Like it's so much fun,
great
but it's
game,
a
yeah.
dark story, hey.
Yeah, it is.
Like
It is.
it's like pretty like just depressing, which I love because actually that's why I love the DC universe, even though they're shit at doing everything when it comes to their films.
Yeah, they filmed...
But like I love the dark, like how dark and gritty.
You
it is.
played the previous ones, right?
No.
What? So this is your first Arkham game. How are you...
No, okay, I think I like dabbled in the one way back when.
Because like the stories are very like interconnected. Like,
Yeah, no, like the beginning part, it was just like he killed Joker. I'm like, whoa.
whoa, that happened. Yeah.
But I see that I vaguely remember because I remember playing the game before Arkham Knight. Like a
City,
bit,
yeah.
like kind of like dabbled. But yeah, no, I didn't really play the different
Okay.
games. But yeah, so that's been flipping amazing.
It's a good game. It's
Yeah,
a.
like
how
it's-
do you like the Batmobile stuff? I wasn't a fan of it, but
Like that part again, it's like there's just some of the unpolished things around it. Like it's kind of like I don't really care much. For
I don't
the
like
car.
it when you're playing like a tank game. It just feels shitty.
Oh man, yeah, no. There's the one part I got to the part where you're in that by the docks, I think it is. Oh, I think it's by the docks. Basically, just like in this really cramped up space, and it's just all the tanks, and I was just like, this is lame. And it's like there's nothing like special about it. Like,
No, it's just like, hey, you've got this Batmobile. Let's get you to do shit with it. I don't know. Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
was
so
not
that's
a
been
fan
kind of
it.
lame. But I've been doing a lot of the side quests with Riddler,
Oh yeah.
and those are fucking actually like incredible.
There's a lot as well.
Like,
Holy crap. There's
I
so
think I'm
many.
like, but the problem is I've become like obsessed with it now, and I don't want to end the game without saving Catwoman. Okay, like I feel like I'm there now, so I'm committed and I'm attached to the characters because the storytelling
Yeah,
is so
of course.
good.
Yeah.
So now I'm just like I've got to do this, and it takes so long.
I think I did. I can't remember. I did it in one of the games. I don't know if it was in Arkham Knight, but
Shame
yeah,
on you.
it's like it's a grind. It's a
It
real
really,
grind.
I think I'm like 40%
Yeah.
into it. It's like I'm like there, but it is like, and the thing is, it's not quick. It's not like
No, it's not.
just jump
Not
in
at
like do
all.
this.
Yeah,
You have to
no.
sit there and like genuinely use your brain. I'm
Yeah.
like,
And then you get the shitty ones where it's like you're playing a race with your Batmobile. I'm like, where did he find time to do this? Where did he find time to make this fucking racetrack at the bottom of the city?
One,
like,
yeah, the one I was like, is this really what we're doing?
yeah,
Like,
it's like it's a strange side mission to have.
I
Like,
kind of enjoyed it though. Like I like the game because it's like so versatile.
Mm.
It's like just a bunch of different things all the time. It's like that's kind of cool. But yeah, sometimes I'm just like,
I just feel like Rocksteady is like, we spent a year making this fucking Batmobile. We're gonna use it. You better make some situation where we use this thing.
do you know, it's actually, especially nowadays when we talk, like everyone's talking about like the crunch, like
Yeah.
how like our game devs get like overworked and whatever.
Yeah.
Imagine telling someone, yeah, we're making a Batman game, but there's going to be races. So make a racing game as well. Also, make a puzzle game as well. We want a platformer. We want a fighting game. Do all the things.
That's where Rockstar blows my mind, because like you play a GTA and there's so many mini games. Like you can play tennis, you can play bowling. I'm like, these are all very specific little things that a lot of players don't even see.
Yeah.
And it's like, these systems have to work. Like,
I remember in GTA, I can't remember, I think it was San Andreas, when they brought playing pool. And I was just like, this is ridiculous. And like, again, think about like all the physics that have to go into the game. Like
that's a game in itself. Like, you know, people package that and ship that as its own game. Even tennis, like
the tennis is the one that blows my mind more than anything.
Yeah,
it's like
it's actually a really good tennis game. Like, it's fucking crazy. So Rockstar.
I'm absolutely getting GTA 5 now. So I was like, see, this is the problem when we talk about games. I'm just like, shit. That's a great game.
It's a good game.
I'm getting it now. Oh, okay. Now I've got so many games I need to get now.
Yeah, you've got your backlog is starting to rival our good friend Craig. Yeah.
No, that is.
And he's actually playing through his backlog, so you've got competition.
Is he though? Yeah. Because now you've got an Xbox. It's like all of that as well.
Yeah, now he's back on his Apex train. So.
And he's also back on Apex. Also, we've been playing Titanfall 2.
Oh yes.
Okay. So firstly, that story mode was amazing.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like the time travel one. With the like relocation thing.
That's why I want you to play Dishonored, because there's a level very similar to that. Like,
yeah, but I think the first one had that, didn't it, as well?
No.
Where you're jumping around. When you're like one world and you jump into another world. Really? Like if Dishonored has that.
Dishonored 2 has a level that is very similar to that and is fucking exceptional. Yeah.
Shit.
But Titanfall 2's one was great. Like when you're jumping between walls and you have to jump between time to like hit the wall. Yeah.
It absolutely, like it was a short campaign, but it was just so well done.
It's so polished. That's the thing. Like every single level of that campaign was like, it felt good.
And so jumping to the multiplayer is actually really rad. But it's quite an adjustment as well, because it's super fast paced.
Yes,
like if you think Call of Duty is fast paced,
no, Titanfall's next level.
I mean, I just drop in and then boom, like a Titan just drops on me. I'm like, okay.
But it feels so good to run in, jump on like an enemy Titan and like start fucking up their core or whatever. Like, it just that.
No, it's an adjustment, but it's really, really cool. So I've been playing a bit of that, which has been a lot of fun.
I'm glad that people are still playing and that you're finding games. Like that's.
Look, I hated Titanfall. I actually had a real issue with the game devs. Because remember the whole saga around when Titanfall was coming to South Africa, the first one?
Oh yeah,
and then some idiot tweeted and got upset and said, this is not representative of like the performance we're gonna have.
No, like, okay, bye.
Yeah, literally, like we're the tiniest market, no one cares about us, don't make an issue. So I got it through GOG, I think.
Yeah, you had to buy it through like a different store.
But then what happens, which was fine, and it worked and played and connected onto the e-service and everything was great. But then the DLC came out and it wouldn't let me buy it.
Yeah, you can buy the DLC locally, yeah.
And then
I don't think you still can, actually.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And then they blocked you from playing the game because if you don't have the DLC, you can't play the game at all. Like,
yeah, that was like the dark times of multiplayer where you needed to buy map packs to continue playing.
And so I literally was like, that's money I just spent that I just got completely fucked over by. So I told everyone, I was like, never getting that game again.
Never buying a Respawn game again.
And then here we go. Titanfall 2, hype. But yeah, so doing that, need to get into Dying Light. I still need to buy that.
Great game.
So again,
especially before the sequel next year, which I mean, a lot of people, when I was at E3, like I chat to a lot of people who see a lot of the same demos as you and go like, oh, you saw this, what did you think, blah, blah, blah. And I felt like everyone watched the Cyberpunk demo this year and was like, yeah, it's great. But like after last year's one, I kind of expected, I kind of knew what I was going to see. Yeah. So everyone wasn't super surprised. But everyone who watched Dying Light 2 came out and me like, holy fuck. This is like next level. This is incredible. So yeah, I never got to see the demo. We didn't have an appointment, so I just had to go by the word. But everyone I knew that watched that was like, yeah, this is crazy. This looks incredible. So
and that's surprising because I didn't know what they were gonna do. Like based on the mechanics of the first game, like was incredible. I kept thinking myself like, how much more? Like how can they top it?
It seems like there's a lot of dynamic like story stuff. So within a mission, you can have instances where you kill a certain character, like a certain enemy or not, and they're not really scripted. They just like happen organically.
Yeah.
And they completely change like the branching nature of the mission. So if you kill a guy early in a mission, he won't be there later. So like the end of the mission completely changes, stuff like that.
Oh, that's amazing.
So very cool. Very, very cool.
See, but that's the issue. Like I love games that do that, where everything like it's almost like, what do you call it? The game, what's it? World War Z doesn't have it, but Left 4 Dead 2 had it. What's the
Like the game director thing. Yes, yeah.
Like, I love when games do that, because that was your point about, like, open worlds. Like, GTA 5 obviously doesn't really do it that well.
Yeah, it's not
But obviously, because it's way back when. But then, like, Watch Dogs, for example.
The new one.
2.
Yeah. Oh, 2.
No,
Yeah.
I haven't played 3. Played 2 before you and I cancelled sharing accounts.
I'm sorry.
Dick.
But you finished it, so it's okay.
Such a great game. But then again, the world there was so crazy, because like, everything was just so dynamic and so, like, intense.
Yeah.
I love that
game. And it felt very
like,
reactive to everything you were doing.
Oh, yeah. No. I love that game. I'm so hyped for the third one.
I'm very excited for
cool.
Legion, yeah.
And that's in London, hey?
Yes, yeah. So I played a bit of that at E3, and yeah, I'm excited for it. I like their idea of, like, you can play as any. No. Okay, so you can play as any of these protagonists, and they, like, really drive that home. But when I was swapping between all the different ones, it didn't feel that different. So I was like, okay, it's like a bit of a gimmick, but actually just playing the game, I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, this is.
See, but that's good. The whole thing with the switching characters. That's also like with Detroit becoming human or become human. Because obviously now that they switched that out from like PES.
Oh yeah.
Which I was like, because I was the shittest PS.
I actually knew a guy at work who was very angry about that. He's like, man, fuck, I wanted to play PES. I was like, you are the only person in the world that is angry about the Switch.
Like, at all. That
is mad.
But yeah, so obviously that came out now, and so I was like, downloaded that. So I think I'm gonna play that after this. But again, it's got like the whole thing with 3 characters. I want to see like what it does with it. Like if it's a gimmick, that's just kind of like.
Do you still have to press R2 to walk forward?
I literally haven't played the game.
Oh, okay. Because I mean, have you played Heavy Rain or any of those
also
other David Cage games? Because like Heavy Rain is a great game, but it's got the weirdest control scheme. It's like. You rotate your character and then you hold R2 to make him walk like he's a car.
No, stop.
And I'm just like, this is dumb.
Why?
Why? Yeah, exactly.
Okay, because Heavy Rain's also part of it.
Yeah, but Heavy Rain's old, so I'm hoping like David Cage was like, okay, let's actually not make a stupid control scheme. Like,
why would you treat a person like a car?
Yeah, it's the dumbest. I love that game, but like I'm like, who thought this was a good idea? Like,
man, I'm trying to think of the games that had the worst controls. What game was it? The driving in PUBG was weird.
Oh, the drive, yeah.
When I reviewed PUBG, I was just like...
A lot of PUBG is super weird.
Like, some of the control, I was just like, but why? Why did you sit down and go, this is how we... Like, and don't reinvent the wheel. Everyone knows how to drive in any game. It's the same controls all the time. And PUBG did this, like, really weird thing, and I was just like... I hate this. But then you get used to it, obviously, when you play it long enough. But I was just like...
I feel the same about Halo. Like, back in the day when I played it, like, Halo was... Like when you're in a car, it was like you're using the left stick to go forward. And I was like, that's a bit strange. Yeah. But now playing it today, I'm like, this is even weirder than normal because this is like so out of the norm. It's just strange.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what they do with PUBG because they hired that. What's his name?
Who was he from?
Glenn Schofield. So Glenn Schofield and Michael Condrey, they founded. They basically co-created Dead Space. It was them two. And then they opened up Sledgehammer Games, which then made Advanced Warfare and World War II, Call of Duty World War II. And then...
that was such a good game, World War II.
Yeah, and then they left Sledgehammer and became like Activision executives for like 3 months. And then they were both like, fuck this, peace out. So Michael Condrey's opened up a studio with 2K, and now Glenn Schofield's opened up the studio under PUBG Corp.
Look, it's going to be interesting what they do, but like...
To make a story within the PUBG universe, which is
seriously
bizarre. Yeah.
I hope it
I don't know what that means. Yeah, like, what does that mean?
I hope it involves hacking, because that's basically it. Shut up, PUBG!
Just now it's like a prequel to how everyone got on the island or something. And they're just recreating Battle Royale.
I mean, to be honest, I still makes me like, I still look back at how Battle Royale just became a thing. And it's like, because I remember a friend of ours got us to play Arma 3, the Arma 3 mod.
Oh, yeah.
And again, everyone was just like, we played it and I was like, this is dumb. Like, I literally played it for like 2 days. I was like, this is stupid and I don't understand. Where are my guns? And why do I keep running out of ammo? Like, I had that in mind. I was like, this is really stupid. And I was just like, why do I have to heal myself? I was like, this is dumb. So I just like bailed on it. But then like years later, it's like everyone talks like, about all of it like, all the time.
I mean, I was at gym the other day, and when you go in the evening, they often have like kids doing like swimming training or whatever. And these kids are like, when they're in the change rooms, they're just talking really loudly, and they're just talking about Fortnite, like the whole time. And I'm just like, this is so weird.
Even at work, people mention it.
It's wild. It's like, it's spoken about in this way that everyone just understands this like language now, and they're talking about things that I don't even understand because like I haven't kept up with Fortnite. So, but man, and obviously it's all this showboating. It's like, I got a winner. I'd only been playing for a week. I'm like, oh, I hate this culture. It's so shit. Fuck. I'm sure you've been playing for a week, yes.
And also the dance, like now that everything is a Fortnite dance.
Oh God, yeah.
It's like everything is a Fortnite. And you get like all the old school people like, what? No, it's a Carlton dance, right? There's a Carlton dance before there's a Fortnite dance. And I get like really mad.
I just hated when Griezmann did it as part of the World Cup last year. He was doing his stupid Fortnite dances. It's just like, stop.
I'm okay with it. Like, I've actually just like let go, and I'm just like, it's kind of cool because like gaming culture is like becoming like way more mainstream now. I mean, it's always been like that, but like,
yeah,
I don't know. Although then, having said that, do we really want to be represented with Fortnite?
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
because it's kind of taking gaming back to like it's a kid's game.
Yeah, 100%. And that's
kind of the other side. I'm like, ugh.
But it's just really cool that anyone can talk about it. Like anyone, like. It's mentioned and people know what it is.
Yeah.
Like immediately. I feel like Call of Duty went through that as well. Like celebrities would be asked what they're playing. They'd be like, oh, I'm playing the new Call of Duty. And people would understand. Like, I know what Call of Duty is. So stuff like that. Like a lot of people mention like FIFA and stuff like that. And it's always part of the mainstream. And then you get like into the deeper stuff that people don't really give a shit about. So.
Yeah, like no one's talking about Cyberpunk.
No, exactly. Well, no one mainstream is like understanding what the fuck that is. But
although I think that game could actually do it as well because Keanu Reeves, like everyone.
100%. Yeah.
Like I don't know what happened with him, but like obviously he was kind of always been big, but like in the last like year or two,
he's just
become
huge.
like an icon now.
Yeah,
like,
he's like the
really
internet boyfriend. Like
no, literally though.
Yeah.
So I hope there's no scandals about him because the internet will break.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely think everyone would be just off their phones.
I don't know. I've watched so many things about him, and he just seems like he's had a really, really hard and sad life. Like I don't think he's the sort to get messed up with like all these.
I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not. And it was actually it was a news piece this week where the original creator of Cyberpunk, the board game, was like he feels now there's a much bigger chance of there being like a film adaptation one day just because Keanu Reeves is attached to the project.
Yeah.
I'm like, 100%.
Yeah.
Like that just lends it the sort of credibility that Hollywood would latch onto. So.
But I think that's why I think that game itself might actually also just become like Fortnite, where it's like just bigger than gaming.
Yeah.
Because I think people just go like, oh, there's this game like Keanu Reeves, and they're like, I want to try it, and then they'll play it, and that would be rad because that game, everything I've seen about it just looks incredible.
The demo I watched at E3 again was just fantastic. Like you've been playing Arkham Knight, so you know the whole thing with the Joker where he's just like messing around with you in your mind and stuff. Yeah. Keanu Reeves is kind of the same character.
Oh, really?
Because he's not alive.
Okay.
So he's like an AI chip in your head. So he'll just pop up into scenes and like walk around, but he's like not there. And he's got a lot of dialogue and it's really good. Like really, really good.
So I'm hyped. I'm actually going to pre-order it. I won't lie. I will.
How dare you?
Even though I'm going to write an article a week later going, pre-orders
are bad.
Don't do it.
Have you seen how expensive the collector's edition is? It's like 4,500 rand. Madness.
What do you get for that?
You get a really nice statue. Okay. But 4,500 rand's a lot of money.
Yeah, like I
could buy a console for that money.
Speaking of which, I'm quite excited for the new PS5 to come out.
Yeah,
I mean, look, it's a while away still.
I'm keen to hear about them more, and I think I'm sure next year we'll get events. Like I remember when they announced the PS4 and the Xbox One, it was like Sony went in February, they had their own event for the PS4, and then Microsoft went in like May. And then E3 was like the big thing, like, hey, you've seen our consoles, here are the games now. So I think that's going to be the same next year. The beginning of next year is going to be crazy. So
I mean, trying to keep up with it is going to be like wild.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool.
Although I really hope this year next year, like Xbox actually picks up on its like
they really
collection.
Need to.
Because I mean, they like got completely blown out the water this year.
Yeah,
the last couple of years.
They don't have an excuse now. They bought all these studios and they really need to like now start showing shit.
But I hate it though because I kind of want to support them because they were going, we don't want to do exclusives, like everybody should play with everybody kind of thing, where Sony's like, fuck you, we're the best. So we're going to like completely like just be like an island. It's kind of
weird.
And I'm like, I don't want to support that, but then I'm like, but I also just want those games.
I love their games, exactly, yeah. It's weird because like the two consoles seem almost identical based on what we've heard, like specs-wise.
Yeah.
But Sony and Microsoft's approaches to services are so different.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Sony's like, we're making a hardcore console for hardcore gamers with our exclusives, and Microsoft is like, we don't give a shit where you play the games as long as you play our games. So it's like, that to me is what I find interesting because it's like these completely different ways of thinking about the future of how and then you got like Google going, with Stadia, which seems like a complete write-off at the moment. So.
I mean, look, Google's Google, but sometimes they make the dumbest decisions.
Yeah,
it's just like, I feel like, where was your market research? Like YouTube gaming, like now that it's obviously just been cancelled, it's just like...
And they got people like Phil Harrison. Phil Harrison is a veteran within games. Like, he helped launch, like, the first Xbox and helped Sony with their PlayStation. Like, how does he not look at this and go, this is not actually okay? This is...
Maybe it was just here for the paycheck. Like, you know what, this is not going to work, but let me just jump in, put it on my CV.
Yeah.
No, probably not. But yeah, I don't know. They always make like really weird decisions. And I'm just like, did you guys really not think this through?
Yeah.
Also, you're Google.
Yeah.
You can use your own service to do research.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, they just totally didn't do it.
There's a website where you can check, I think it's like the average lifetime of a new Google product, and it's like 4 years or something like that.
Holy shit.
So like things like Gmail inbox lasted like 3 years, and they had those like concept phones that never actually happened, and
oh, that's so true.
Like so many of their services last for a short while, and as soon as they see like they're not actually making money, they just kill them.
And you know how bleak people get? Like, there are people that use like really niche Google products, like these really weird ones that
like
you've never even heard of and stuff like.
Yeah, people bought in Google
Docs
Glass.
niche.
No, Google Glass.
Oh,
no,
Docs.
Google Docs is dope. Yeah,
That's what I was like. I was like, what? No, I didn't even know about that one.
Yeah, no, it like released to developers, and you could buy like a premium early edition for like $1,000, and they're like, cool, this project's dead. It's like, what the fuck?
And they kind of just leave people hanging.
Yeah, like
I
there's
see
no
people
support.
like on Twitter, like, I literally, like, my entire business was like unbuilt on that
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
and now you've just gone like,
I saw people the other day bitching about what was it to do? Something to do with like Google and flights or like travel stuff. And a lot of indie devs who travel a lot like depended on the service.
Yeah,
And they
I
were
read
like,
about that.
this is ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
I use this; it's integral to how I run my business. And yeah, so
No, Google giveth and Google taketh away.
so that's why I'm really worried about a service where you're paying full price for games, firstly, and the games are exclusive to that platform. So if Google decides to kill it, like you have no access to that game anymore.
But that's the whole issue that always comes up about like where you like buying digital. It's like, do you own the rights?
Yeah.
Do you don't own the rights?
I guess it's the same thing. Like if Bungie wanted to shut down Destiny tomorrow, you have no say over the matter, and if they shut down the servers, that game's useless. So same thing, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of totally getting back into Destiny 2.
With what's it, Storm something?
Isn't it Lightning? I don't even know.
DLC in September. Yeah, I'm down.
No, I'm getting back into it. Yes, I've shit on that game so many times.
You have.
Because it was
You've
trash.
called it trash.
It was
many times.
trash.
Many times.
It was trash for many times.
I'm very happy with Destiny. Me buying a DLC, being entertained for 2 months, and then never playing it again. I'm like, I feel happy.
Where are your standards?
What are you talking about? A game that keeps me entertained for 2 months, and I pay like $40 for an expansion. Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, no, this game better start. When I come back to Destiny, I want to be there for at least another year.
Another year?
Yes.
No one's doing. Not even Darren, who's like the biggest apologist for Destiny above us, does that. Like, come on.
I would like, because like Darren tells you all the articles, like here's what's happening in Destiny, and meanwhile like the play base was like,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, Darren, that's dedication.
Yeah, I mean, people are still playing, but yeah, no, I'm like the grind now is not interesting. It's like when the new DLC comes, I'm there.
Yeah, no, I haven't. But apparently the game's really, really great now. And even and I still keep up with the subreddit. Like I'm still subscribed to it. So you'll see now the posts are like, Bungie, you guys are doing so well. I'm like, wow.
Okay.
So you know when a subreddit goes into saying like you're actually doing a good job,
Then you're doing a good job.
then you know. Because the Call of Duty one is in shambles.
Oh, I can imagine, yeah.
Like whenever I see a post that's like on my front page of Reddit, it's literally just someone going, "Fuck this game." Like they've gone for like they're just actively.
I feel like the love for Black Ops 4, like it was there, and I played it. I was like, fuck, this is great. And then like overnight, it was just like, this game's trash. Like what? I want to know what happened in the community, or what happened to like their updates that caused this like seismic shift. Like,
It's literally that they delayed the microtransactions.
really?
Which is really smart. Yeah, that's what they did. They delayed it. But they did it with World War II as well. They delayed the microtransactions, so when you release the game, and also the reviews are really good. I gave call it like Black Ops 4, I think 8 out of 10. No, 9. I gave it a 9. It's a great game.
Yeah, it's a good game.
The gunplay was great, the map design, everything is a great game. But again, they delayed all of the
microtransactions.
So when it came back in, it was like, and you know, like Call of Duty, everyone loves their guns, their gun skins. I mean, I don't give a shit. But the community is all about like really over the top skins and whatever.
There's ones that like change color as you get kills. And
There's a reactor.
Like
there's a reactor. One, I was like, that's useless for me because I get like 2 kills.
Exactly.
So that's not going to change any color at all. I probably wouldn't even know if I've got a reactive skin.
Exactly. I'm with you there.
But so that's what happened. So that started a whole shit, and then people started going, and people obviously go when there's a microtransaction and the grind, everything changes.
Yeah.
And now everyone's like, that's like the core focus of like everything. So that's kind of what happened. And then also like they just didn't update the game. They haven't updated the game really well.
Okay. So like the competitive scene has been a bit stale, or?
No, that's actually blowing the fuck up.
Okay.
They are going the Overwatch approach. They're creating leagues, like city leagues.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
So there's a whole Call of Duty league that's about to be started. I don't know what the buy-in. I think actually I don't know how much the spots are selling for. I think maybe like 40 mil.
Damn.
Which is the
to host it in your city.
Well, just to have a team, just to have
Oh, what? That's the buy-in for a team. What team has that sort of money to blow on one franchise? Like.
But that's because it's forcing everyone to go through VCs. So that's what happened with League of Legends. So League of Legends was the first that started bringing in like VC money, really. Okay. Well, like on like a steady basis, because when they franchised their franchise under the NALCS.
Yeah.
Or the North America. Now it's just called LCS. But then everyone started reading money of like big companies buying in. I think Cloud9 had like the US Army bought into them.
That's not terrifying at all.
Like, no, they said like that, a whole partnership and everything. So because of that, you need that kind of money. I mean, no one, like you said, no gaming org is going to have like 20 mil to just buy.
That just sounds... I thought the buy-in was the fee for like, oh, we want to host this thing in our city because it brings like... It's like a tourism thing, You know what I mean? That's fucking crazy. Yeah. Wow.
So it's actually the organization has to put in that kind of money.
Hectic.
Yeah, but here's the thing. League of Legends' buy-in was like... I think the spots are going for maybe 15 million, I think. Yeah. And it's like... I mean, League of Legends is one of the biggest games in the world.
Yeah.
Overwatch was selling its spots for 20 mil right off the bat without a league even being set up yet.
Jesus.
And that's why everyone's trying to like find out what's going on with Overwatch financially because they don't say much and there's a lot of rumors going on and it's kind of like going to shit.
Well, I mean, Blizzard already said they're going to reveal Overwatch 2 at BlizzCon. So like
but that's not the me. It's not even remotely close to to the current game. It's like something really. It's a PVE.
Oh right, right.
It's like all PVE. So Overwatch will still remain the same.
Yeah.
But so now Call of Duty is doing the same thing where they're going to create a whole franchise league, and again the spots are something stupid like.
So it's Activision basically looking at the model they had for Overwatch and being like, we could replicate that with,
Yeah.
Esports seems weird.
Yeah, esports is so great. I love esports. I never do anything wrong.
You should listen to Glenn's other podcast where he's on about esports. It's
just
spicy.
Talk about how great everything is in esports.
What's it actually called?
Esports Central Podcast.
That's the one.
That's an original name. We thought,
it's very original.
Just keeping it original.
You guys have so many hosts, I can't even keep up. It's crazy.
We have 5.
That's a lot of people. Have you seen this podcast? It's 2. You have like 250% more.
Although some players of them have a podcast, they have like a video podcast.
Yeah.
They had 9 people on.
That's a lot of people
and
for
I was
a
like,
podcast.
That is wild.
Shit.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm actually still watching. I haven't actually watched it.
The only other podcast I know that even gets close to that is like Giant Bomb at the end of the year where they get both their New York and San Francisco offices in for like Game of the Year discussions, and it's like 9 of them, and it's a fucking mess. But
that's like a long. But they do like multiple episodes.
It's like daily episodes of like 3-4 hours long. It's madness.
Wild.
I
always see you tweeting about this. Actually,
they're fantastic. Like, as Game of the Year discussions go, they're the best because they really, really get. It's so good. I love.
I never get into Game of the Year discussions because I only play this game like a year later.
Yeah.
Like now, if like this shit critical game, like cool, like Game of the Year. I may be like, man, Horizon Zero Dawn, definitely.
You can listen to like 3 years ago. Then
it was like, Glenn, that game.
Yeah, we've been there.
I'd be like, guys, okay, Arkham Knight definitely gotta be up there. Actually, I'll probably write a new article. But like, guys, Arkham Knight, you gotta get into it. Let me just tell you why this game is so great.
You gotta get into these threads on Reset Era because they're going through like the past 10 years of like, should this game been Game of the Year? So you can really interact with that, you know?
There's my next article. I'm like, was this really a Game of the Year? And I can go like, yes it was, let me tell you why. With 2 years later, like after like no one even talks about it.
It would be interesting getting just you and Matty on a podcast because I have no idea what you guys would talk about besides like 3-year-old games. Like
we'd do like a deep dive in the history of gaming.
The retro podcast.
Yeah, like there we Matty and I started a podcast because podcasts are all the rage now and everybody's doing them.
Everyone's doing them, yeah.
But we should do like a retro podcast, but we talk about it like it's current.
Yes, like Arkham Knight came out today. Like,
so great.
And you use like news articles from back in the day to talk about the issues the game had. Fuck, I'd actually watch that. Like a time capsule podcast.
Yeah, and then we'd be like, oh man, sorry, this Gamergate issue has just started.
Oh, fuck no. I'm out. As soon as you said that, I'm out. Nah.
Didn't I saw it pop up again somewhere? I can't remember where. Like someone started talking about it, and brought in the Quinn thing. I was just like, guys,
oh my goodness,
why are we still? these people have all moved on with their lives.
Yeah.
Surely you can as well.
Yeah,
someone
like
literally
even
got-
Zoe Kun is like, please do not involve me in these discussions anymore. Like, I'm done.
Actually,
I've written a
completely forgotten
book.
it. Did she write a book?
She wrote a book.
Yeah, she made bank. Hey?
Yeah, she wrote a book. Her and Anita Sarkeesian were at the UN like 2 years ago to talk about, or was it the UN? They were at some like government, it's like summit thing to talk about online harassment and stuff like that. Like, yeah, and then the other day she got dragged into a conversation about it like accidentally because someone wrote an article about fucking Gamergate and like brought all this shit up, and she's like, "The fuck are you doing?" Like, most people have stopped messaging me about this, and now you just like resurge this whole thing.
No.
She's like,
So who decided to write about Gamergate now?
I think it was The Escapist wrote about it again. Like, yeah.
Slow news day. Like, let's find a topic. It's like,
Yeah, and let's just bring up the original plays within that space, like, and now it just like reignited all this. Oh yeah, fuck so good. Like, I was like, I feel really bad for her because it's like, man, you probably got to like the state of normality now, and now just,
That's so, no, I haven't actually thought of, I brought it up in an article, but I was talking about kind of like just like the like gaming media versus like gamers. But it was like a line. It was like the line, and I didn't go into it. I didn't even explain it because I was like, no one needs to talk about this anymore. It's a done deal.
And then didn't people latch onto that single line? Or was that a different article?
Different article. Surprisingly, this one, no one actually like.
They didn't read like the content. They just read the one line, and they took huge exception to the one line.
And it was I'd write like a really long piece, and then someone like would see an image and go, why do you use her? I'm like, it's just an image. It's the context of the everyone's like, you're supporting her. I'm like, you haven't even read the line that she's like. I think I put an image of it was Anita.
Oh yeah.
I put the image there, but like, whether you love or hate her, she's part of gaming discussion. So just accept it. Someone's like, oh my gosh, I can't even support this article because you supported her. I'm like, I've literally not even made a single statement for or against her. Her name just came up, and people were just like,
I've always laughed when people are like, she swindled her backers because her whole thing was like Kickstarter. She kickstarted that series on tropes versus video games or whatever. It's like, no, she didn't. She like delivered every episode she said she was going to, and then bonus ones that weren't part of the original one.
Yeah.
The fuck are you talking about?
Although she did have a terrible take recently.
I mean, she has. I do not 100% agree with all her stuff, but I will never say that she got money from people and then swindled them. Like, she put out that content.
Oh yeah.
Like,
no. Okay, I didn't even realize people were still pretending like she hadn't done what she actually didn't deliver on anything.
a lot of people.
But yeah, she had some hot take where she like got upset because she didn't get money from someone, or there was a donation made to charity, but it didn't go to her. Like, I don't know. But also, you know, like Twitter, people like take an angle that like you don't even know if it's like real or not. So I haven't done any research. But anyways, the gaming community is angry with her again for a bit.
Yeah, she's another figure that's difficult to have a conversation about because there's no nuance to it. Like, as soon as you go, I find issue with one or two things in her like video series, then it's like you've hated the whole entire video series. It's like, no, she's made loads of really good points that are important. But it's like, I don't like how she framed one or two things. Like,
but that is gaming, though.
Yeah,
gaming,
there's no nuance.
There's never ever like it's a good game, or like, because I think what was the reaction to Diablo when it got announced that there's a mobile version.
The Immortal one, yeah.
Yeah. Everyone was just like, fuck Diablo, you guys sold out. I'm like, okay, can we just dial it back?
Yeah.
They made a mobile game because people play mobile games. I feel like gamers like hate to admit that like mobile gaming is a thing.
Exists, yeah, and make a lot of money.
Like a shitload. And even like the esports side of it is actually also like kind of coming up.
I mean, PUBG and Fortnite, that's where they make most of their money, is on their mobile ports.
So, and then people go like, oh, what the fuck, mobile gaming shit. I'm like, Although having said that, I need to just like put a disclaimer.
You don't like mobile gaming?
No, actually, I kind of enjoy it. You got me into Alto.
Oh, yeah, what a cool game, yeah.
I got the new one as well.
The snowboarding one, Odyssey, it's good.
No, it's right.
It's
so
good.
I like mobile gaming, but my disclaimer is the first article I wrote for MWeb, when I wrote for them, was literally shitting on the entire mobile gaming industry, which was true.
You're naive, it's okay.
It's not. It was true then. And also, it is about taking your money most of the time.
Of course.
So that's what I wrote about. So,
I mean, games, they cost money. They need to take your money.
I feel like the paywalls and time gating and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's shitty. Yeah, but then I just like Darren is always like, oh, you need to get into what's that Final Fantasy mobile game he plays, like Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah,
it's like a gacha. Like, I'm like, no, this is fucking garbage. This is gambling. I hate this. Like,
I think if you guys were talking about it in a Slack channel, someone was like, and he was going like, oh my gosh, I got this card. It's really cool. And I was like, Darren, like, it's just wasting money.
This is a problem.
He's like, kinda, but like I like it.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's the thing. At the end of the day, that's what gamers never get. If someone just likes stuff, just let them like it.
Yeah, just let them like it.
You
It's fine.
don't have to hate on them.
I mean,
liking-
unless your friend is spending $10,000 to get like a fucking thing in a mobile game, then I'm gonna step and be like, we need to assess this. This is a problem.
That is true. Also, you know, if your friend like watches DBZ, you also have to step in and
Wow.
go,
He had to go there.
I
yeah.
love you, and
Wow.
so I don't think
Hardcore.
you can do better.
Dragon Ball Z is great, and it's fun, and it's wholesome, and Vegeta is a great dad. Okay.
Worst take 2019.
What are you talking about?
That is the worst.
He's the
take
best
of
dad.
2019.
Goku's a shit dad. He's the
Do you know,
worst.
actually, I watched that thread. Like, someone literally did a whole argument on why
Yes,
Goku's
it's a
shit
perfect
dad.
thread. It's
and
great.
it's actually kind of true.
Yes, Goku's
Like-
terrible. Goku comes back to Earth for one day, and he meets his son for the first time, and the first thing he does is like get his son to fight this fucking like alien. Like, come on, my dude. Come on.
Yeah, no. And there's other scenes in DBZ that like you look at and like everyone's like, how was this allowed? Like there's a scene. I think there's a Gohan is looking at Bulma, and basically it's a line where he's like, "Show me your boobs" or something like that.
Oh yeah, no, that show gets like real pervy.
And
every
like
now
everyone's
then,
just like, but can we like let's like unpack what just happened?
yeah,
there?
yeah,
Why?
yeah.
And how was this like greenlit?
I mean, you've got the whole character that old man, Master Roshi,
Yeah,
who's just
yeah.
like a perv. Like that's his whole thing. Like, yeah,
And the thing is, it's so funny because like obviously in today's climate, like social landscape, like people like interrogate everything, which is why I don't understand why Chicks 2 is apparently
yeah.
being
What
done.
the fuck?
Like
I saw that. I was like,
don't know what the fuck they're thinking. with
yeah, that
That's
seems
gonna
like
be a shit show.
that seems like a poor choice. Yeah,
It's gonna be. I mean, look at it. The whole thing with Ariel now, because Ariel being
Oh, yeah,
black
yeah.
is like this huge issue, and someone actually went. I think it was the worst take I've seen aside from DBZ being great. That's gonna be my running thing now.
Wow.
So someone literally was like, "Oh hey guys, so I want to do a show about like, a movie about the history of Oprah, and I'm gonna make her white.
Huh?
What do you think about that, blacks?"
Wow, that is a take. That is definitely a take.
And I was just like,
Holy shit!
"Yeah."
What?
And I love that shit. It's like, "What do you think about that, blacks?" I was like,
Damn.
"Yeah," and everyone's just like, "So you know that one's fictional." And then the other
is real, like-
right? Like you know that, right? It's just don't want to, yeah. So that was a great.
I was waiting to see how it would be construed into like an historical thing, and
Yeah.
it was way quicker than I thought it was. Like, Little Mermaid's based on Danish mythology. I'm like, oh god, oh no, like it has to be white. I'm like,
But to be
okay.
fair, right? Because I also was kind of like, ugh, I don't know why they made her black. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. And I was kind of like, meh. Like I just thought it's really silly until then it got explained to me that actually, if you think about it, like if you had to be Mr. I want to be historically accurate, whatever. She's got like Jamaican roots.
yeah,
Which means like the fact that she was white in the first place with red hair is actually ridiculous.
Yeah.
So the actual interpretation of it was dumb in the first place.
I mean, as far as I can see, the main reason why they cast is it Halle Bailey?
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not Halle Berry.
no,
Halle
Halle
Bailey.
Berry did tweet in support of.
Oh, did she?
Halle,
Okay,
yeah,
great.
it's
I
very
mean,
confusing.
I at first when I read it, I was like, Halle Berry, that's a strange choice.
Right?
Okay,
yeah, no, I did the same thing.
like weird. But apparently it's because like she's a great a vocalist. Like,
Yes.
and I've watched some videos of her singing. She's fucking incredible.
Apparently she's a terrible actress though.
Oh, is it?
Yes. So we'll see if she's actually going to pull that off. I can't remember what she's in. There's something she was in that she was really bad in.
Okay.
Anyway, I literally just don't care though. Either way,
I'm also not a Little Mermaid fan, so I
Also
couldn't
the
really care.
whole reboots of all the Disney films. Now I'm kind of like, like Aladdin was
yeah.
alright. Like,
I haven't watched Aladdin yet,
is
but
it?
it looks like trash. So
It was better than it seemed. Like,
Okay.
so it was fun. It was like a good film. Like it was a fun film. Like I didn't.
that's what my girlfriend said. She
Yeah.
was like, it was fine.
Yeah, like I didn't hate myself for having gone
Yeah.
to watch it, but they did ruin a whole new world. Which is like, and you know, it builds up to it, and you get hyped because I mean that's like the
yeah, that's the
song.
song.
So then they tried to do their own take on it, and I was just like, why did you ruin this? This is the one thing you should not have changed. Anyways, yeah, so like it was like
I like the Jungle Book one fine. Like I
that
thought it
was great.
fun.
I thought
Yeah.
that was really really cool. I
Yeah.
really actually out of all of them, I enjoyed that one the most.
And that's John Favreau who's directing Lion King. So I'm like, fuck yeah, Lion
I'm
King's
pretty
like my
hyped.
favorite
I'm pretty
thing.
hyped
so,
about Lion King.
yeah, I'm very excited for
Like,
Lion King.
I just hope they did well.
I'm gonna bawl my eyes out when Mufasa dies, man. I'm gonna
I
cry.
don't think I'm ready to see that in like live.
Yeah, I'm not ready, man. I'm
Like the cartoon was already too much. Like the animation was already like just heartbreaking. Now to see it like all real and stuff, I'm just like,
But that cast as well is mad. It's like Donald Glover and like Beyonce as Nala and Oh, yeah, no.
No, so that alone, just the cast is just like, and it's like
great.
great. Yeah, no, I'm hype. I'm
and
really,
it's like in like
really
2
hype.
weeks. I'm super keen for that.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm going to the premiere.
Oh,
just
yeah.
to do the photography though.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah,
Okay.
so I'm gonna get to see all these famous people and be like.
Speaking of movies, you need to watch Spider-Man. I watched it yesterday. It's real good.
Yes, I've been hearing good things about it.
Real good. Yeah.
Like really, really good things.
All the footage from the trailer is like from mostly the first third of the film. So there's so much stuff there that you see. You're like, oh, this is all really surprising. This is great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, that is actually something I really want. Maybe I'm gonna watch it tomorrow.
Fantastic film.
I feel like you're making me spend money on all these
Yeah,
things.
yeah. You're
like,
buying
on
GTA.
5,
Now you're going to watch
This
Spider-Man.
is a lot of
But I
things.
mean, you got paid, so it's okay.
That's a funny joke.
You got banged, yeah.
Wow, about that.
Yeah. No, this has been fun.
Thank you very
cool.
much.
Yeah.
It's been good.
We've been chatting about games for an hour, so this has been great.
I mean, we started off with chocolate, so I feel like we've really covered a lot of. We've covered.
I've only noticed now
topics.
you're wearing your Turtleneck Gang.
I'm actually gonna do a new shoot.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to do like.
If you
part
haven't
2.
seen Glenn's Turtleneck Gang shoot, it's great.
Yeah, Twitter and Instagram. I think I did a whole like.
It's the best gaming stock photos you'll ever find of your life. Just the one where you're holding the controller and you've got like your hand over it.
It's like a holding control upside down.
Fuck, it kills me. It kills me. It's so good.
And the funny thing is, I feel like my following is like, I guess people are following me on Twitter for my gaming stuff, but also like for like my music writing and like other things and like advertising. So they're kind of like,
What are you
what are you doing? And it's like this is inside gaming jokes, and everyone's like, Glenn, you're weird.
I'm waiting for the one dude to take it like seriously and post it in like a comment to one of your gaming articles. Be like, this guy can't even play games. He doesn't know how to hold controllers.
Are you even a real gamer?
I'm waiting for that day because it's gonna happen. Someone's not gonna understand the context, and it's gonna happen.
Dude, I'm gonna go find Fandangle and just go check. Maybe even just send him for just DM like, hey, here's a photo. Just
I'm playing GTA, and you've got like the controller balancing in your head or some shit like that.
I'm actually totally doing that. You've actually given me so much content I can do now. Like, just so much content for like the next week. It's just gonna be like just.
I feel like this is
everything
payment
that
for you
happened.
driving here. So
I actually think that was actually worth it.
Yeah, okay,
Because
cool.
you live in the middle of nowhere.
the fucking middle of nowhere.
I know
Yeah,
I'm sounding Cape Town. It actually is not far, but for Cape
very
Town,
far.
it's
Yeah,
like.
this is why I take the car train to Santon every day.
I think I may actually just go past the petrol station and just buy like stock up on food.
Yeah, you need to.
for the
Yeah,
drive
you
home.
might die. You go through a desert. You go
I
through
know.
border patrol.
And
yeah.
you get what? I left my passport.
And you need to come here tomorrow as well, apparently. So yeah, and Boxburg's worse than Benoni.
It's like, well, look, at least I'm going there for a breakfast. So that's gonna be cool. Like free food.
Yeah, but I mean, you come from Rosebank where there's far better food.
True.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be positive about this, and you've made it really difficult. Thank you for that. I love the optimism that you've just shown me.
I'm sorry. Thank you so much for for filling in for Matty.
It's been fun.
Who's abandoned us again.
I'm starting a retro podcast with Matty. So
Yeah. You guys need to chat about that. I think you'd be down for
It's
that.
gonna be great.
Thanks so much, Glenn. And thanks for listening. We don't have questions this week because no one asks questions. No one likes you. So
No one
they
likes
didn't-
it. It's my fault.
No one asks
I
questions.
apologize.
But thanks for listening to episode 50. Shit. Hold on. I think it's 58. No, yeah, 58. I always just go to my folder and see where we were. So yeah, 58 of Checkpoint Chat. Matty will be back next week. So yeah, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Cheers. Goodbye.